who will say a few words to you all. Thank you. Big round of applause for Dan, please.
Thank you all very much for coming. It's been a tough month. We've had huge revelations through the first phase of the report. And like many in this community, I was deeply skeptical of Martin Morbick. When he first met the community, I was there at Phoenix School to tell him off and to tell him that he wasn't fit for the job. That there should be other people doing his job, that there are better representatives of the legal chambers who would better assess a community like this. When he first stepped into those chambers and asked everybody to rise, I saw the contempt that I thought was going to define that process. But I think once again we have to take our hats off to the bereavement survivors who have changed Martin Morbick through this process. I think it's very clear from that report just how much moral weight this community carries. Right? And it's very clear that serious institutional failures hit this community very, very hard. And part of those institutional failures came through the fire service. Now we can get into this, we can discuss it all we want, but the fact of the matter is this. Martin Morbick did not throw the fire service under the bus. Martin Morbick raised issues that the fire service have that he fears will not be adequately addressed if he doesn't mention it. The people who are under the bus and the people who are going to get rolled over in phase 2 are the corporations who are responsible for breaking building regulations. That building was not compliant. That building broke the flimsy performance-based regulations that we already have. And Martin Morbick is rolling up his sleeves to get rid of performance-based systems of building regulation in this country. And it's very much clear from that, from my reading, at least of that report, that we're moving towards a prescriptive system. This is one of the key gains that we have looked for in this struggle. And despite winning it, we are questioning whether we've even won it or not, which is mad to me. And it's deeply disrespectful to the people who've waged their lives on this thing. For 2.5 years, for everything that they went through, they fought, and they've had their work diminished by bad public relations, I would say. It's cheap to dismiss a report you haven't read. If you are in public office and the words come out of your mouth, I haven't read the report, but you should shut up right now. Right? Read it before you dismiss it and understand what the good you see in that came through this community, came through Grenfell United, came through the amazing humanity that this community represents that has clearly impacted a cold legal mind. And that's incredible, right? That's incredible. And right now, there's a hell of a lot of scared people and a hell of a lot of corporations and RBKC, right? Who hope that this wouldn't be the case. Who hope that phase 2 would merely be about litigation, whether or not building regulations were fit for purpose. We're not in that place. We didn't kick the can down the road. We know what's coming, and so do they. And their time is up. Right? They have got to clean house, and they've got to do it now. Otherwise, we will rip people from those institutions as the information comes to our hands. Because there's a hell of a lot coming. And it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very traumatizing to know the level of contempt that these guys operate with. But we are now doing it with a clear and solid understanding that they are criminals. And talking of criminals, no contracts for killer companies. I would like to see a pledge in this election, because it's one thing to say you're going to insulate 27 million homes. It's another to say you're not going to use our chronic Salatex or Ryden to do so. Right? We don't want killer companies. There's representatives here today from Whittingham Hospital who have taken Ryden to pieces, and now Ryden are suing them. Right? because they lost the contract and the company's so good to us that they think that they can sue our NHS for their own corporate greed, right? It's not good enough. And we know exactly who we are facing down in this situation, and they know that we know, and they know that we are not going to stop. We are going to be relentless in this pursuit of justice, and we will not let Biden continue to get the contracts. They put this stuff on buildings, the government has given them the contract to remove it, yet and when there's pledges to new social housing, Biden are the preferred option of this government, and it is again the community pressure coming from us that has stopped that from being a reality. Now, we can get into a few other things that I think is best left for the time being, right? One thing that I will say above everything else though, right, is that we were in a very dark place. And this report carried a hell of a lot of weight. And its release has given many of us a lift in some way, shape or form, despite how difficult it is to read, because it tells us that we are not going mad. It tells us that Mr. Khabib simply had a Whirlpool fridge that should have not been on the market. Whirlpool admitted that when they took it off the market, but for 2.5 years, this man has been maligned. This man has been told he shouldn't have picked up a fridge from the outside, in a manner of nonsense. That stops now. Anyone who continues to do it probably has Celeste to deal with on Twitter. But beyond that, the man is exonerated and should again feel comfortable in this community without the word arsonist right next to his name. Right? Now, I think I'll stop near enough here, but I think we really do have to give credit where it's due. Right? Martin Morbick wrote a very good report, and he did it because there's community pressure. And that same level of community pressure is necessary for what we are going to go through next. And we may want to avert our eyes from it, but the reality is that the corporations who are responsible for mass death are going to get the treatment they deserve. Thank you.
Guys, I need a much bigger round of applause for everything that I've just spoken about today, please. And I just want to thank you all again for your continued support. Amazing numbers today, extremely cold weather, thank you. And again, just really, I'm sure what Dan has said, the message he just delivered will be published online. Really take it in and listen to what you say. No one's saying that the firefighters individually are to blame for the situation at Grenfell. No one's throwing the firefighters under the bus, but there were some massive failings that day. Massive, massive, massive failings. And they need to be looked at. And if you haven't read the report, as Dan said, please go and read it. Make sure. I mean, you can't have an opinion until you've read it yourself, so please go ahead and read it. Thank you to the firefighters who came down from Northern Ireland today to walk with us as well. So thank you very much. Also, a lot of you may know Hamid, who will be serving us food usually in the earlier months of the walk. It's been a very difficult few months for Hamid, who's lost his mother recently, hence why there hasn't been food provided. It's been a tough journey from the tower to the hotel, and his words he wanted me to echo to you that he's got soup and he's made food for you guys today. So please join him at the van if you'd like a bowl of soup if you're cold, and show him some love and respect. He loves this community and he's gone through a lot, along with the bereaved and survivors. So a big round of applause for all the bereaved and survivors and for the community. Justice. 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 Good night and God bless you all. Thank you so much.